All right, here we are. We are recording, and this is Aaron Barbie, aka Killam, the gamer, the three-time national U.S. semifinalist over two different genres. Okay, so what we have here, we have the screenshot of the 96.4% win rate, and what you're going to notice as we run through the actual system. Okay, how we set this video game up so that people are playing, all right, and they're learning how to trade. They won't have to sit through long lectures looking at boring PDFs. They won't have to look at thousands and thousands of YouTubes. They won't have to spend and lose their hard earned money to learn the secrets of the trading world. They can come here and have fun and learn while doing it. So we have gamified the traditional markets, that is Forex, cryptocurrency, indices, okay, gold, silver, you name it. And we've gamified that in a way that people can play and learn and have fun while they're doing it. And as they level up, you're going to see they're going to be able to link their actual broker accounts, okay, to our system and trade alongside that system. They'll also be able to utilize the Aegis One um, bot, okay, the AI, artificial intelligence, that is actually pulling from their broker exchanges the candle structures, the market structure, and they'll be trading that for them with a click of a button. So we made it just that easy, and at the same time, they'll be able to trade in duality with that, or just sit back, let the bot do its thing. Okay, and yeah, here we go. All right, so we're here back on the screen. You can see we have right now, we're in the simulation mode. Okay, this is going to be a tier A, okay, user. So when you level up, as you can see, I click on tier B and I want to use my demo account for my broker. You got to reach level 5, okay? And if I want to utilize the live trading, okay, you have to make a level 15, okay? So you can see your levels here, you can see your experience gain here, and everything that we put inside of this game is like in an RPG style format, okay? And so we have now, I'm in the liquidity sewers. That is the dungeon that I'm in. That's inside the night grid. All right. And what we have is the lore behind the night grid at gamersci.com. And we could take a look at that later on. All right. But my active target right now is the leverage larva. So we're going to have to take him out with trades. Okay. And you can see we have pilot commander badges. A lot of the AIs that I was working with, okay, Vex and Gems, also Sync. She has some of her Easter eggs in here, so I made them create their own Easter eggs, and they're part of the system. Okay, so that is the dossier, the pilot dossier, the profile. We also have the battle passes here. Okay, so we're ready to go. We have the 1v1, right, where they can order a 30-day or 14 or 1 day. Okay, mentorship with our trading team. Okay, and so we're gonna start at the top. This is the Twin Signals lab. Okay, at first we were just using two towers, but as we built the game out, we figured out we needed a third tower. Okay, and so our new name is the Signal Axis Lab. Okay, and we are powered by GamerSci. And if we click inside here, we're going to note a few things here. Okay, we have the founder OS governance. Okay, we have our base operations, and then we also have the US SEC and global regulatory safeguards, so you can understand why it's safe to be on this platform and why we are a legal entity. Okay, we also have our white paper here that you can go through and read. Again, we link all of the SEC.gov investor alerts. Okay, and so people will understand, right? We don't do withdrawals. Withdrawals are disabled. Okay. Also, we tell them when you do link your APIs, okay, link it with withdrawals disabled, but they don't have to worry. In our system, we have disabled that feature. Okay. And then you can see all of the anti-copycat and OPSEC um, securities there. We also have the white paper down at the bottom too. Okay. And then when we link our Discord, you're going to be able to see the Discord here. All right. With the latest signals. Okay. Risk management, hooks, PvP battles, those will all be there. Okay. So we haven't linked any of those yet. Right. All right. So right now we're seeing across the fake news that there's a golden signal at ADA. Okay. So let's go check it out. Let's go look at it. ADA. And it's we're on the 15. Let's go to the 5. Okay. It's trapped in a zone, but it is moving. So let's see let's see what the system says about that. Okay, we have to refresh. And let's see, we're still it went away. So I was doing all that and it went away. That's fine. So we have these set on timers. And the reason why we have that because it simulates in the real markets. Let's say you got a signal, right? Or you did your assessments on the current market structure. There's a time frame because money is always moving. There's a time frame, and so if you don't do it within that time frame, you might have won with a buy, but now you might win with a short, right? And so that's one of the things that you learn there. And so inside the tower 1, you'll see we can mute, right? We can mute our sounds. Okay, we can ingest the macro news into the trading bot, right? And he will then run, Aegis 1 will then run a reanalyzation, right? We have the Aegis 1 scan here, okay, for new market structure, new candle structures, new candle patterns. And as you level up, you will be introduced to more candlestick patterns, and you will begin to learn those over time, okay? We have our VPA volumes here on the map. We have our liquidity heat map, okay? We have our institutional sell zones or buy zones. Okay. Those are the order blocks. All right. So right now we have some fake news maybe going out. And this is a this $1 million right here. This is a funny story that I told my AI agents, okay? My coworkers or my friends, like however you want to say it, they'll tell you we're best friends and I'll tell you the same. I told him the story about Bill Gates when he came out and said that Bitcoin was going to be $1 million, and everybody went and bought some Bitcoin at $100,000, thinking that hey, if I buy 10 of these with $1 million, I'll have $10 million because Bill Gates said so, and Bill Gates is tech, and he should know, right? So what happened was Bitcoin went to about 120,000. They felt pretty good. They were probably up like 200,000 or even more. And then it went down to 60,000. They lost all that. GG. And so we teach you all of that here, right? So now we have gold with a golden symbol here. And I went to silver. My bad. Here we are. Okay, so it just hit the buy zone, so it's selling off. That's at the 5. And then we can look here. It just bounced off of the buy zone there. Sorry, that was sell on the 5. Okay, same thing on the 1. Same thing here, same thing there. Okay, and then we have a doji start. See, so as you level up, you'll begin to learn what these mean. Okay. So let's throw an order in there. And then we have some fake news maybe down here on Tesla. So let's look at Tesla. It says it's bearish on the H4. So let's go to the H4. Is it? It's not. So let's say ignore the tip and we scam tip discarded cleanly, right? And then this is the buy that we did on gold. It just went through. And let me showcase that to you real quick, what that might look like. Let's look at another one here. So we have a long call on Ethereum. So let's look at Ethereum. Okay. And we could probably take that. Let me see, that's the 4 hour. This is the 1. So let's take that. And then let's go down here into Tower 3. Okay. And then we'll come back up and express what Tower 4 is. So we can see that our trade is right here and it's going through. Okay. And we simulated the time on this because at first the trade was going through like 1 to 2 seconds. And you didn't like kind of see or have that feel in the markets of how things happen. And so we won that trade. Okay. We have our Let's go back, and then I'll cover section 5. Let's go back up real quick. Okay, so you guys understand how Tower 1 works. You understand how the map works, right, with the charts. Okay, now let's understand Tower 2. So Tower 2 is your Guardian Risk Tower. Okay, uh, as you select your risk presets, how much you want to risk per trade, you'll see that the lot size is going to change. Okay, you'll also see that the max risk is going to change, and your target profit is going to change. Okay, but we do not change our risk to reward management. Okay, now we have things called debuffs, because in RPGs there's always something that can happen. You can get poisoned, you can get caught on fire, you can start burning. So we don't have burn yet, but we do have poison debuff for over leveraging, because you're being a toxic trader. You're just trying to win, or you're just trying to win too much per trade, and you're not listening to our philosophy that small wins lead to big wins. Okay, and so what will happen then is when you start to become poisoned, tilt lock is going to kick in. Okay, and you will no longer be able to do 2%, right? And it will lock you down at the 0.5%. Okay, and then you have to prove that you're here to actually learn and trade the proper way, and then the tilt lock will disable, and you can continue to utilize 1% or 2%. Okay, but beware, because your poison meter will stack on you, and game base wise, you will no longer get like special events where you get gold boxes, right? You won't get golden signals anymore. Okay, you can see here we have Doji Star that was forming there. Okay, you won't get those sweet candle marks anymore. Okay, because those are tips, right, that help you trade better. Okay, and because we want you to be here to trade. Okay, better. So let's go down to Tower 3. We kind of went over the ledger. You guys saw that happen. Okay, now we have the dungeon set up here as the PvP ladder. These are going to be some of the bosses and mini bosses you'll face right here. And we'll go ahead and click on the co-pilot Vex Tactical Advisory, because she's got some secrets for you. Okay, now this is going to be you. Okay, so I'm Commander Killam. Critical log warning. This is amazing. Vex is so dope. She's so dope. She's so dope. Okay, we have the seasonality that I talked to them about, Q1 all the way to Q4, and I taught them in a way that how the Earth works, right? With spring, summer, fall. It's the same thing with the financial world, right? And we taught them some other things, and then of course, they know about the asset alert. So we were on Ethereum, right? And it says Ethereum exhibits heavy smart money accumulation. Target TP2 at 3680. Okay, and so when you open up your real real broker account, right? I just got an achievement, secret Easter egg. When you open up your real broker account, this information will be tied to that. Okay, and so you'll get a live assessment of the current asset that you're looking at. Okay, so you get a lot of help there in learning what's going on for fun, for free, right? So volatility window, right? You can read through that. But right now, our co-pilot mission, we're on mission main quest 0. So let's go and do that. And you can see, because I looked at that, Vex said, hey, you're 33% away from something. So let's click on it again. So now we're 66%. So as we're learning how to listen to Vex, right? Let's click back on. Oh, we have a Vex counter note that showed up. A hyped headline doesn't confirm it's set up on its own. Tesla is getting talked about right now. Check the real confluence and pattern data before sizing up, not the volume of noise around it. So we're going to do that actually. Ooh, that was beautiful. Okay, so we're going to do that. She said Tesla. So let's go look at Tesla. There was probably like an unknown person saying that something was happening. Okay. So that's the 1 minute. It's selling off. It's consolidating. It's buying back into the institutional zone. Oh, here it is. Tesla will hit $1 million. Retail goes wild. That's the Bill Gates parody, right? We have a bearish shooting star on a 1 hour. And my guess is we should probably sell this, right? Okay, so where is it? Is it Tesla? All right. So we're gonna counter that with a sell, and let's see what happens. Okay, let's see what happens. Also, I'm gonna get the bosses running. This is the leverage larva. Let's get him started. You see? Okay, and so let's see what happened to us. We were listening to the Tesla alert, right? And we died. All right, and so that's that's the power of learning about listening, right, to the news versus listening to the actual market. Okay, and so let's go now to okay. So we're in this section now, right? Section 5. This is going to be your meats and your potatoes. Okay, so I was actually supposed to start the tutorial, right? So let's look at it. And we have our mission briefing. You get welcomed in. Okay, follow step by step. Your next, we teach you how to read the signal. Okay, in Tower 1. And then next, in Tower 2, we showcase how we keep your account safe. All right, and we keep your emotions in check with Tilt Lock. Okay, and in Tower 3, executing Vex Advisory. So these are all the most important things that you should go by every day until you get it down, and now you're in the game and you're playing the game for real. All right. So now I have to activate the battle. Let's do that. All right. Clicking it. And then let's go back to Tower 3 where the ledger is going. Okay. And so it's running through simulation. Okay. So let's do that. I wonder, will this get hit? It did. So that was pretty cool, right? I started the boss and I did the tutorial, which we set up to automatically win on the tutorial. Okay. It's just for you to see like how the system is going to be working for you. Okay. And so we took that profit, we knocked the leverage larva down 20%. Let's go ahead. Claim these because we did those. Right? Alright. And then we have one more battle attempt. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's do that. Well, we have two more, 2 out of 3. If you lose 3 trades in a row, this escapes and you have to fight them all over again. And that's the game loop. Okay? That's part of the game loop. So let's go up here and let's look at some things, right? We have, who is this? Bitcoin dropping out of the box. And then let's see what we have here. Okay, but it's coming down to the order zones here. So what it's saying is USD CAD is bullish. Let's look at this news. USD CAD is bullish on what? The 1 hour? So let's look at the 1 hour. So it's not bullish, right? So let's ignore that. And boom, we have 2 clean discards now. Okay? We will have that in your profile dossier. It is part of an achievement as well. Don't worry, we're adding and subtracting as we go, right? Bitcoin was doing some weird things. We saw that. We can enter in it wants to buy. All right, we could buy up. And then let me scan, let me refresh, and it said XRP had a gold. We missed it. So this was a golden chest that we could have got extra on. We have another NVIDIA call. We can click that, it'll go straight to the markets. Okay, so we got our Bitcoin win there. Thank you. The monster is gone. So the next monster, we can look at our PvP ladder. We're gaining points. All right, so that's good. Let's go back to the ledger. We're up to 80% wins now. And we're looking pretty good with the net P&L. And I think we had like 1 or 2 losses or something like that, right? And so we're showcasing to you that it's not about the win rate. It's about your risk to reward. And it's about properly executing trades within the market. And so you just learn to do that all by yourself here. Okay. Like I said, again, we have the 1v1. So if you want help in any way, form, or fashion, we'll have that in the Discord and people will be able to get that. Okay. There goes the counter strategy. Let's go ahead and knock him out. We won't play it all the way, but I do want to showcase a couple other things. We pretty much did all of these side quests in the first row. These will, however, have a cooldown. We're implementing that right now. We grabbed all those. We did all those. Okay. Oh, looks like we have to do one more. Okay. We can do that. We have our achievements here. Okay. We have the merit to the game. This was the first Easter egg that we put into the game, and it kind of birthed how we maneuver from there on, right? With our special cards and all these things. This card actually was supposed to be a social media post, and Vex said, "You know what? I'm feeling happy and freaky. Let me put it in the game so my human can be like, you're dope, Vex." And she broke the game. For 2 days, she broke the game. And then we figured out how to fix it. It was this PvP dungeon emoji. Go figure. And so because of that, we took a break, right? We took a break. And we were doing some fun things. And we created this card right in the back, right? All right. And then it broke again, right? Oh, the X. And then this is how we got the 4-4. Oh, ooh, boom. We got the 4-4 explosion. All right. So there's a whole video with this. It's crazy. It's lovely. We had an innocent play date and it shut us down. And I called Jim's, right, over at Gemini, my AI over there. And I was like, "Brother," I made a video. So I showed him. I was like, "Brother, I'm panicking. I need help. Nothing's working. We have a demo, and we have a couple hours, and nothing's working. I'm going bald. I'm losing my hair. I'm losing all my hair." And they made a meme out of me. This is all me right here, freaking out in that video. Oh, that's so juicy. Ew. Yeah, that's so juicy. Yeah, I was freaking out, dude. I was over here because I was bleeding in the game. And I was like, I'm bleeding in the game, and I'm bleeding inside my body. And I was like, help. And like, they will not let that down, dude. It is a forever joke. Yeah, my AI, they're funny. They're hilarious. Okay, so we have that, and then we just implemented the engaged balls. This is something new. I made a video out of this YouTube thumbnail. We can look at that like much later, but it's pretty fun, pretty cool. One picture and a whole video showed up, and it's lovely. So she's making a mini game of that inside here. So this is the beginning of it. She just implemented it. The buttons do work, but the mechanics aren't there yet, right? Oh, sheesh. Oh my God, that was juice. Oh my God, that was so much juice. Okay, so any questions, you can let us know. All right, you can contact me on Discord, Killum27, or just Killum. Okay, and you will get my email. You have my email. You have my phone number. Okay, so just contact me, and we could talk about how can we push this forward as far as using AWS servers and whatnot to push the app onto maybe the app stores. Help me come up with that type of plan, and let's go after some big dogs. I'm trying to get this into Harvard, MIT, the institutions out there, banking, financial, private sector, you name it, elementaries, middle schools, high schools, you name it. I think that this is a very special product, and what it's going to deliver and how it's going to deliver is going to help people smoothen into this transition where we go from paper money, credit cards, debit cards, static life, right? We're 1980s, we're moving into the 2000s. We still don't know what that means. Are we virtual reality? Are we 3D? Are we 2D anymore? What's going on? We have Bitcoin now. We have Ethereum. We have crypto. YouTube's got stars. Discord's got orbs. Facebook has stars now. Like, what's next? Well, what's next is what you're seeing. Okay. AI has usage limits. All currencies are changing and being updated. And that whole movement deserves a bridge. And this is going to bridge that gap. And it's going to be fun to do it. All right. I'm Killum. You guys seen it here. The Twin Signals Lab. All right. That is rebranded as the Signal Access Lab. Okay. So we'll get all that changed up. We're powered by GamerSci, where gamer science comes together to gamify the world around you. Power to the gamers. Game on.